test, 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 test. Hello, 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 hello. Test, 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 test. Test, 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 test. Test, test, test. Test, 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 test. Test, 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 test. Yeah. Hello, good morning. Happy Sunday to you. Thanks for joining us in Kidz Church, and thank you, those of you who are at home, for joining us. Going to have a great day today. Does anybody remember the series that we're in? The series we're in? I'll tell you, it's called Godly Character. Godly Character. And we continue to learn how to have godly character in our lives, how to develop godly character in our lives, right? Okay, let's go to that next slide because I'm sure it says exactly what I just said. Wow, how redundant am I? Okay, godly character. I just told you about that. I think our next slide tells us it's time to give. It's time for the offering. All right. Let's ask the Lord to bless this offering, shall we? We give thanks today, Lord, that we can be together in your house or gathered together at home. I pray you'd bless each person who's brought an offering today. And I pray you'd take it and bless it for the purposes of your kingdom. In Jesus' name we ask this. Amen. So as soon as you hear music or you see something like that, you can give your offering, all right? All right, let's have that offering. All right. Still waiting for more. Did you find any more? All right. Once we get to 0, that's it. So if there's more offering that you want to give, please give it. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. Who's heavier, the boys or the girls? You guys know? keeps trying. It keeps trying. It keeps trying. And up by a hair, the girls are heavier. So we will give the girls 5 points. And if you look at our slide, it's time to worship. So everybody, let's stand up and worship the Lord, shall we?
My God is so big and so strong and so mighty. There's nothing my God cannot do. My God is so big and so strong and so mighty. There's nothing my God cannot do. My God is so big and so strong and so mighty. There's nothing my God cannot do. My God is so big and so strong and so mighty. There's nothing my God cannot do. In changed, I'm forgiven and new. If people need proof, may they see it in me. Let's look the world in the eye. Let's look them in the eye and say, my God is so big and so strong and so mighty. There's nothing my God cannot do. I'm not afraid because God is so big and so strong and so mighty. There's nothing my God cannot do. My God is so big and so strong and so mighty. There's nothing my God cannot do. My God is so big and so strong and so mighty. There's nothing my God cannot do. My God is so big and so strong and so mighty. There's nothing my God cannot do. Rise and shine. Rise and shine. Rise and shine. Rise and shine. With the light of day, I am wide awake. I got something to say. I am not afraid. Look out, world, 'cause here I come. Your word I read, like the air I breathe, gives life to me, and I am free. With nothing to hide, I am ready to shine. On my lips are songs of praise. Up to you my hands are raised. Use me for your glory today. Rise and shine and give God the glory. Rise and shine and give God the glory. Rise and shine and give God the glory. Children of the Lord. Rise up, shine. Rise up, shine, and give God the glory. Rise up, shine. Rise up, shine, you children of the Lord. As I run the race, I pick up the pace, living for the day when I see your face. You alone are my reward. Who am I that I should gain? You are the one who took my pain. All my sin, you threw it away. Rise and shine and give God the glory. Rise and shine and give God the glory. Rise and shine and give God the glory. Children of the Lord. Rise up, shine. Rise up, shine, and give God the glory. Rise up, shine. Rise up, shine, you children of the Lord. On my lips are songs of praise. Up to you my hands are raised. Use me for your glory today. Rise and shine and give God the glory. Rise and shine and give God the glory. Rise and shine and give God the glory. Children of the Lord. Rise up and shine. Rise up, shine, and give God the glory. Rise up, shine, and give God the glory. Rise up, shine. Rise up, shine, and give God the glory. Rise up, shine. Rise up, shine, children of the Lord.
Yo, 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 this is DJ Praise, and I want everyone to make some noise and praise the Lord together. Here we go.
Gonna shine my light.
Yeah,
Gonna make the whole world bright with the love
love, y'all,
of my King.
of my King.
Gonna shine
Yeah.
my light. Gonna make the whole world bright with the love
The love, y'all,
of my King.
yeah, take it to the bridge.
For only He is worthy of my glory.
Yo, listen up. This is straight from the word, y'all.
If I get a crown, I'm gonna lay it down at the feet.
I'm gonna lay it down
of my king.
Yeah, I'm gonna give it up.
If I get a crown, I'm gonna lay it down at the feet.
Yeah, I'm gonna lay it down
of my king.
Take it to the bridge.
Only he is worthy of my glory and my praise. I will serve him faithfully every single day.
Yeah. What you gonna do?
I'm gonna live my life for the only one who's worthy, and I'm gonna shout my praise to the only one who's worthy. Worthy, you are worthy, you are worthy of my praise. Worthy, you are worthy, you are worthy of my praise.
Yeah, let me hear you sing.
God, you're worthy, you are worthy.
Come on.
You are worthy of my praise.
Yeah. Get your hands up.
Worthy, you are worthy.
Come on.
You are worthy of my praise.
Jump, 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 jump.
I'm gonna live my life for the only one who's worthy. And I'm gonna shout my praise to the only one who's worthy.
Yeah.
Gonna live my life for the only one who's worthy. And I'm gonna shout my praise to the only one who's worthy.
Now that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, nice job. DJ Crazy. I'm out.
All right, let's all have a seat. Thanks very much for participating in worship. Anybody remember who this fella is? Who is it? That's right, Fast Freddy. Let's keep going there, Rachel. And we're going to go on to our memory verse because Fast Freddy's going to help us. So the next slide, we're going to see our memory verse for today. Keep going. One more. There we go. All right. So our memory verse today, found in Psalm 15:4. He swears to his own hurt and changes not. Now, is there anybody out there who can tell me what you think that means?
Oh! Did someone me say memory verse? What music to me ear?
Okay.
Teach me challenge a few new kids for little contest.
Oh, okay. What kind of contest?
Oh, if I say the verse faster than the kids, I can eat garlic cereal.
You can eat garlic cereal. Is that what you just said?
Oh yeah, it's so yummy.
Okay. I don't think so. Of course not.
What? What? Can I still race them? And if I promise not to eat garlic cereal?
Okay. If you keep your word about the garlic cereal, I'll let you try and beat these kids. Because today's memory verse is about the importance of keeping your word.
You must be talking about Leviticus 19:11.
No. That's not our memory verse.
Oh, it's Samuel 15, 1 Samuel 15:29.
No, that's not it either.
Nope. There's a lot of scriptures on keeping your word. Colossians 3:9 or Titus 1:2.
No, it's not either one of those verses. All right, hey, class, why don't we all say this together and let Freddie know what our verse is on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. He swears to his own hurt and changes not. Psalms 15:4.
Oh, yeah, that's another great verse about important keeping me word. Are you kids ready to race?
I think they are. Okay, who wants to try and say the memory verse faster than Freddie. If you can say it faster than Freddie, I'll give your side 5 points. All right, so I need one from the boys, come on up, and one from the girls. Come on up. Yep, come on up. Okay, so on the count of three, on the count of three, we're going to start, and you say the memory verse as fast as you can, and try and say it faster than Fast Freddy, okay? All right. Are you ready, Freddy?
Oh, me ready.
All right. Take your mask down, that way everybody can hear you. All right. 1, 2, 3.
He swears
He
to keep not
swears to his
changing
own
that.
word
Psalms
and
54.
changes not. Psalm 15:4.
Nice try, but Freddie got you. All right. You're ready. Here we go. On the count of 3, you say it faster than Fast Freddy, right? All right. You ready, Freddie?
Me, always ready.
Yeah, I'll bet. Here we go. On the count of 3. 1, 2, 3.
He swears to keep his own word, changing not. Psalms 15:4. Oh, yeah.
He says it too fast? Well, that's the point, is that he says it so fast he can beat us. He says it faster than us. All right, thanks for trying. All right, once again today, Fast Freddy has taken the crown. Sorry about that on the microphone. All right.
Hurt.
All right. I thought Freddie beat everybody fair and square.
Me lucky, but me gonna have to go practice some more. So I'll see you later. Bye-bye.
Everybody say goodbye to Fast Freddy.
Bye-bye. Me go and find some garlic cookies. Yum, yum, yum. Oh, yuck. Those are onion cookies.
Okay, he wants garlic cookies, but he's not happy with the onion cookies. I get it. Not really. All right, let's see what our next slide is, because I think I know. Does anybody remember?
Long ago, there lived a man of God named Samuel, a prophet and a judge in Israel. Samuel was a man that never lied and always kept his word. In fact, it is written in the Bible that the Lord was with Samuel as he grew up, and he let none of his words fall to the ground.
How great is your goodness, O Lord, which you have stored up for those that fear you.
Father! Father! Father, these men say they need to see you. There's a dispute between them.
Why, hello, Bikar. How are you?
Oh, pretty good under the circumstances.
Igal, what brings you here?
O great prophet and judge of our land, mighty Samuel, who is honest and true to his word.
What do you need, Igal?
Well, I have a complaint against my neighbor, Bakar the Benjamite.
Oh, everyone has a complaint against me.
Please, don't interrupt. We need you to grant us your wisdom and judgment.
You may speak.
Okay. 10 days ago, my donkey turned up missing, and no one knew where it was. When I inquired at my neighbor's, he informed me that my donkey had been seen at Bakar's. So naturally, I set out for the home of Bakar. A day's journey, I might add. And sure enough, the story was true. Bakar had my donkey. He's guilty of stealing my donkey.
Stealing is against the law of our God.
Thank you for agreeing with me, O great one of Jehovah. Please inform Bakar that he must repay me 4 donkeys as a penalty for stealing my one.
I've made no such ruling. There are always 2 sides to every story. Bikar?
Well, it's probably no use, but here goes. I was working in my field 10 days ago, and I saw a donkey caught in a thicket. My servant and I calmed the animal, and then we freed it from the thorns, took it to my barn, and fed it.
Did you know who the donkey belonged to?
No.
Well, you sure didn't look either.
According to the law of Moses, if you see your brother's ox or sheep, or donkey in this case, do not ignore it, but be sure to take it back to him.
My point exactly. Thank you very much.
There's more here. If the brother does not live near you, or if you do not know who he belongs to, take it home with you and keep it until he comes looking for it. It sounds as if Bikar's actions were according to the law.
But listen to this. I found out that Bikar had been using my donkey to plow a large field.
Is that true, Bikar?
Yes, I was feeding the animals, so I figured I could use it for work, too.
Oh, plus, when I went to claim the donkey, his servant slapped my servant.
There was a mosquito on his back.
Here's my decision. Bikar, you will return the donkey to Igal.
Okay, bye.
Wait, there's more. You will also give a generous gift of grain for the payment of using his donkey in the plowing of your field.
How generous, Samuel.
Igal, you will accept Bikar's gift and be glad to receive your lost property back. Now, so that I'm sure this transaction is peaceful, I will come to your home tomorrow, Bikar, get the animal, and deliver it myself to Igal's on the following day.
Oh, no, I'm not worthy to have you in my home.
Allow me to get the animal, then you won't have to carry that heavy offering all that way.
I have already spoken. What I have spoken, I will do. May the Lord's face shine upon you and be gracious unto you. Go in peace. Bikar, I will come to your home tomorrow.
Joel, wake up, Joel.
Huh?
It's time for us to make ready for our journey.
Is it raining out, Father?
Yes, it is.
Oh, well, then we'll be walking in the rain and the mud and the wind and...
We'll be fine, Joel.
It may be a little uncomfortable, but we will arrive this evening at Bikar's home.
Wouldn't it be better to wait until tomorrow and go on our journey when it's not raining?
I told Bikar that I would arrive at his house today, and that is what I will do.
Yes, Father. Oh, what a storm.
Here he is. But it looks like it'll be a very humid day today, Prophet Samuel. Are you sure you want to travel in this mud? You could stay another night and leave tomorrow morning.
Well, thank you for your hospitality, Bikar. We enjoyed the night's lodging and the fellowship, but Igal will be expecting us because I told him I would come today.
Oh, but you'll have to travel in this humidity. And I know the road is muddy. Why don't you just let me have one of my servants deliver the donkey?
Well, thank you, but I have Joel here to help me.
All right, well, here's the grain offering for Igal.
Thank you.
Father, this donkey won't move.
Oh, I knew this would happen.
Yeah, come on, Doc, yeah!
Oh, I'm sorry. I don't know what came over me.
Bless you, Bikar. Goodbye.
Why does he think it's so important to keep his word over such a small thing?
He won't move, Father. What can we do? We're just stuck out here with a stubborn donkey. Well, what's the wisdom in this situation?
Well, Joel, it's always wise to act like God acts, and the scriptures tell us that God keeps his word. Now I'm doing my best to keep my word by delivering this animal on the day I said I would. Keeping your word isn't always the easiest way, but it is the right way.
But I don't understand. What good does it do?
Well, it's a good example to others. If you keep your word, people learn that you can be trusted. Then, hopefully, by that example, they'll learn that God can be trusted, and trusting God keeps people from falling.
Igal!
Father, will he live?
Oh, God. Have mercy on my brother Igal.
Oh, Samuel, is that you?
Yes, Igal. Igal, what happened?
Well, since the weather was bad, I didn't think that you would go to Beckar's, so I decided to get the donkey myself. Oh, I was coming down the hill when I slapped on my leg. Oh.
Aye, gal, there was no need for you to come. I didn't let the rain or the heat stop me. See, there is your donkey. We would have been here sooner, but he's resisting us.
So that stubborn animal. I've broken my leg because he was stubborn and made you late on your journey.
Did you know that my father would keep his word and deliver the animal on the day he said he would?
Joel, Gal's leg hurts.
Dad, this wouldn't have happened if he would have trusted you at your word.
Oh, that's enough now, Joel. Let's attend to Gal and get him home before dark.
Samuel was indeed a man that kept his word. He was so honest, in fact, that at the end of his life, no one could say that Samuel had ever lied, stolen, or cheated.
Oh, finally, the last math problem. Oh, wow. I was beginning to wonder if I'd ever get here to this last problem. Well, come in.
Hi, Billy.
Oh, from the sound of your voice, you must have lost the game.
Actually, I even hit a home run.
Well, that's great, Toby. How are you so sad about?
Well, my dad wasn't even there to see it.
Oh, was he working?
I don't know. He told me he was going to be there.
Wow, has he ever missed before?
That's just it.
What? What is it?
He's never been to any of my games.
What? He hasn't been to any of your games, not even one?
He tells me every time that he's going to be there, and every time he doesn't come.
Does your mom come?
Yeah, but it's not the same. I mean, yeah, I'm glad she's there. I just wish my dad would come.
Your dad hasn't got saved yet, has he, Toby?
I don't think so. You know, he comes to church with us sometimes, but most of the time he stays home, sleeps in on Sundays.
Well, when's your next baseball game?
It's tomorrow night.
I know I can't take the place of your dad, but I want to come and watch you play.
Well, that would be great, Billy.
What time does the game start?
Well, it starts at 7 p.m. sharp.
I'll be there.
Oh, are you sure you can come?
You got my word on it.
Okay. Well, I'll be looking for you. See you later.
Bye.
Bye.
Here's an interesting little scenario. Toby's dad keeps breaking his word to Toby. And poor little Toby is all broken up about it. Hey, what does he expect? His dad belongs to me. He's just doing what I do like a good little follower. But Billy's a different matter altogether. He's one of those Christians who believes in keeping his word at all costs. If I could just get him to break his word to Toby, old Toby probably wouldn't believe anymore. He might not even believe in God anymore.
Let me see. It's only around 5 o'clock. I still got some time before I have to go to Toby's game.
Ring, ring. Billy, it's Chris on the phone.
Huh? What does he want?
He has an extra ticket for the concert tonight and wants to know if you can come.
Oh, what time does it start?
7 o'clock.
Oh, man. I want to go to that concert so bad, but I couldn't get a ticket because they were all sold out. Chris had some of those really good seats down front. But Toby's game is at the same time, and I gave him my word I'd be there.
Hey, Billy. It's okay. Toby will understand.
I know Toby knows how bad I wanted to be at this concert.
He would expect you to go.
a chance to go with his tickets, he would expect me to go.
So go.
I want to go so bad. But the Bible says...
Oh, now let's not bring the Bible into this.
A Christian swears to his own hurt and changes not. Psalms 15:4.
Hey, you know, it was okay through a Christian swears. It's the rest of that verse that kills me.
Well, I'm not breaking my word to Toby, Negatron.
I gathered as much. How about just showing up a little late?
I swear to my own hurt and change not.
Okay. Have it your way. That was the suggestion.
Hey, Mom, tell Chris thanks anyway, but I'm going to Toby's baseball game.
Ooh, it's getting pretty close to 7 o'clock. I wonder maybe Billy's not even coming.
Hey, Toby!
Billy, you made it!
Yeah, I told you I'd come. A Christian always keeps his word.
Oh, thanks, Billy. Now that helps me more than you know. Guess what? Someone else came tonight, too.
Oh, it's your dad. Wow, that's awesome.
I keep looking to make sure he's really, really there.
Yep, he's there, all right. Hey, why don't you blast another one out of the park tonight?
You got it, pal.
All right.
Zion 7.
Ladies and gentlemen, the military campaign entitled Conquest Canaan has once again proven successful in removing large numbers of inhabitants from Canaan land. We are pleased to report that in the last 2 days of fighting, the Israelite forces have successfully defeated the armies of Jerusalem, Hebron, Jarmuth, Lachish, and Eglon, all of whom had joined forces to attack the city of Gibeon. From here, we shall remove the inhabitants of Libnah and press on to Lachish, which should be nothing more than a drill, considering we've just defeated their entire army. Now, are there any questions?
Joshua.
Yes, you with the pick-me sign.
Yeah, Joshua. Bildad the Shuhite, Zion 7 report. Yeah, well, my big question is, why did we pull out all the heavy artillery for these guys? I mean, we sent the entire army to defend Gibeon. You commanded the sun to stand still for practically the entire day just so we could fight for them some more. And no telling what it did to the ecosystem. And all this for a city that lied to us from the very beginning about who they were. Now, with all due respect, sir, weren't we supposed to be driving them out too?
And Mr. Shuhite, a man can be no better than his word. You're right. The men from Gibeon did trick us. They led us to believe they were from a distant land so we would not destroy them as we swept through Canaan dispatching its inhabitants.
They should be wiped out.
But I gave them my word. And they entered into a covenant with us and became our servants. And that's why I sent out an entire army to help them. That's why I commanded the sun to stand still until we had defeated their enemies. Because I gave them my word, and I will not go back on my word. Thank you.
That was Israelite leader Joshua, son of Nun, defending his military intervention yesterday on behalf of the citizens of Gibeon.
We'll hear more about Israel's defense of Gibeon coming up next on the Zion 7 Report.
You're watching the Zion 7 Report, a comprehensive news magazine reporting today's news as it happens. With anchors Adam Ziklag and Eve Havila, plus news commentary with Ido the Seer. The Zion 7 Report.
The army of Israel returned from battle today where it had been fighting for the city of Gibeon, a city Israel had initially planned to destroy.
But the men of Gibeon won the favor of Israel by craftily disguising themselves as men from a foreign country. Joining us tonight is the mayor of Gibeon, Mayor Wannabe Thespian. Mayor Thespian, welcome to the show.
Had you going, didn't I?
You sure did.
I think it's the Oriental features. Works every time. Sure worked in old Joshua.
Why'd you do it, Wannabe? Why did you trick Joshua?
Because I didn't want to be killed. Get it? You see, the Israelites said they were going to kill all of the inhabitants of Canaan. And so far, they've been batting 1,000. So I figured if I could get them to say they wouldn't kill us, they would keep their word on that too.
You took advantage of their integrity.
Absolutely. The way I figure it, a man that keeps his word makes a good neighbor.
Thank you, Wannabe Thesbian, mayor of the city of Gibeon. Even though the men of Gibeon did trick Joshua into not killing them, because of their deception, the Gibeonites were forced to become the servants of Israel.
Joshua's refusal to break his word was not supported by all the children of Israel. Many felt that one good lie deserves another. Correspondent Martha Abadan files this report.
I think since they lied to us, we should be able to lie to them.
Most of these children of Israel believe the people of Gibeon don't deserve the blessing of Israel, and they have their own ideas about how they could pay them back.
I think that we should go into their city, dressed up as someone else like they did to us, and I think that we should kill them all.
Why do you think that?
Because the people there are wicked, and God told us to kill them.
But Joshua gave his word not to kill them. Don't you think it's important to keep your word?
I do.
Why do you think it's important?
Well, I like to go fishing, and when my daddy says he's going to take me fishing, I like him to keep his word.
Yeah, me too.
That's what Joshua should do.
While this issue is still being debated among some, there are those who do understand the importance of keeping your word. For the Zion 7 report, I'm Martha Abadan.
It's clear that Joshua feels strongly about keeping his word as he and the armies of Israel plan to continue pursuing the enemies of Gibeon first thing tomorrow.
Iddo the seer is trying to get a word with Joshua before he returns to his military outpost near Gibeon for the night. Hopefully we'll have that interview for you right after this.
Long, long ago, there walked Methuselah, the oldest man to ever live. He was 969 years old. He was so old that he was bald and had no hair.
Hey, not that old. Not that bald either. Not since Methuselah's Hair Club for Men. But hey, don't take my word for it. See what my client has to say.
Man, it was tough, prophesying the very word of God, knowing that everyone was looking at my shining crown of glory. But then I tried Methuselah's Hair Club for Men, and as you can see, it's made all the difference.
So don't outlive your hair and settle to be a chrome dome. You could be a bigwig. My Hair Club for Men. Oh, you guys are looking rich.
That's right, because Methuselah isn't just the president of the Hair Club for Men, he's also a...
Hey! That's my line.
Oh, sorry.
I'm also a client.
Ask your doctor about how you too can join Methuselah's Hair Club for Men.
It's time for The Way I See It with Iddo the Seer.
Good evening. Welcome to The Way I See It. I'm your host, Iddo the Seer. I'm standing outside of Joshua's makeup tent tonight, watching as reporters are thrown out left and right.
Get out!
I certainly hope he remembers that he told me I could talk to him after the press conference. Come on, let's see. Iddo the Seer, Zion 7 report?
Yes, we've been expecting you. Come on in. Iddo is here to see you, sir.
Good, good. Come in, Mr. Seer. That'll be all. Now, what can I do for you?
Well, after seeing that last guy go flying out the door, I would just like to thank you for seeing me tonight.
Well, I gave you my word. I didn't tell those other guys anything.
So you really do practice this keeping your word business?
Did you think it was just for show? If it were just for show, I wouldn't have picked such a high-profile case. You know, I've taken a lot of flack over this thing.
Sir, why do you make such a practice of keeping your word?
You know, words are like containers. They can reveal what a man is made of. When you look inside some men's words, they're like this powder. They're weak. They're easily moved They can't be trusted. And other men, the word is like this sheath. It contains strength and courage. You can depend on a man like that.
So what do you do when you give your word to people who have outright lied to you?
When I give my word, I give my word. If I don't keep it, I become a liar like them. If I keep it, then God will honor me. Now, if you'll excuse me.
Oh, kiddos. I think we have just seen a fine example of a man whose words are filled with strength and courage. Yes, I'd say he's a good example for all of us to follow, especially when it becomes hard for us to keep our word. I'm Ido the Seer, and that's the way I see it.
Thank you, Ido.
Well, that's our program for this evening.
Tune in next week for more late-breaking news.
On the Zion 7 Report.
Good night.
Ta-da! That was our Zion 7 report. And our slide says that it looks like it's time to see Rovercomer. All right. Anybody seen Rovercomer yet today? Have you seen him? You have? Where have you seen him? Here? I don't see him. I'm looking. Where? You think right there? I don't see him. Over here? All right. I don't see him. He's over here now? Okay. All right. Well, okay. All right. And wait a second. You think he's back here? Is he? I didn't see him anywhere. Huh? I just went around there. All right. I'll tell you what. Why don't you guys, on the count of 3, why don't you... Wait a second. I think I saw somebody's tail. Was that Rovercomer? On the count of 3, will you guys call him? 1, 2, 3. Rovercomer! Rovercomer, come on out. Ha! I think he's playing games with me, don't you? How are you today, Rovercomer? Oh, really? Okay, well, why didn't you tell us about it? Okay, so Rovercomer, do you guys remember Rovercomer has a dog friend named Benny? I think we learned that last week, right? All right, so Benny had a package of dog biscuits that he had to send through the post office. Okay. Oh, he said that it was a birthday present and that if he didn't get it into the mail by a certain time, it would be late. I can understand that. Oh, well, now Benny was having a problem getting to the post office, so he asked his good friend Rovercomer to take the dog biscuits to the post office for him. And remember, this was a birthday present, and Benny said to Rovercomer, you have to promise to get it to the post office today. All right, and you said... You can count on me. I won't let you down. Well, that's very, very nice of you, Rovercomer, to commit to get those dog biscuits off that birthday present. So, what happened? I mean, why is this an important story today? Okay, walk into the post office. That sounds normal. Really? Which ankle? You know, Rover Comer has to walk up and down stairs when he leaves his house, and he was walking down the stairs and he twisted his ankle on the way to the post office. Okay, well that's not a good start, but I mean maybe you can recover from that, eh? Wait a second, what happened to the package when you tripped? Oh, he dropped the package and it hit the concrete. Okay. So, I know you're really hurt, but you're the one who had promised Benny that you would mail that package. And he says, yeah, when you make a promise, you have to keep your word. Well, I agree with that, Rover Comer. So what happened next? Okay, so he just decided he was just going to limp along to the post office because he remembers our memory verse from today, right? Our memory verse which says that as Christians we have to swear to our own hurt and change not. Well, he's swearing to his own. His ankle was hurting him, wasn't it? That's right. Wait. So you heard something from the backyard somewhere? You heard somebody? What was going on there? Somebody was yelling help out of their backyard as he was walking down to the post office. Somebody help me. He was hearing that. Okay. Oh, wow. So Rover Comer thought, okay, I'll see what's going on. And he went over to the fence where the backyard was, and he looked over the fence, and a little boy had fallen into a pool. And I guess he looked like he couldn't swim. What did you do? Oh, well, that's great. He jumps in the pool and saves the little boy. That's terrific. Well, I understand that you save him and put him up on the side of the pool, but now your ankle hurts and you're soaking wet. Yes. Well, I could understand if you wanted to go home, rest your ankle, and dry off. I mean, it's been a pretty busy morning for you. Oh, yeah. He's saying he's remembering our memory verse, how a Christian swears to his own hurt and keeps his word, right? Okay, so tell us what happened. Well, I understand, but you have to pick up that package and you're going to keep taking it to the post office, yes? A gravel pit? That's on the way to the post office, is a gravel pit? Okay, so he's staring at the gravel pit, and a truck out of the gravel pit honks his horn and startles him. Yeah, so he's scared, accidentally drops the package. Guess where it went? Well, I know. The post office is going to close, but you dropped that package down into the gravel pit. Okay, so you made the commitment to go get that package, right? And that gravel pit is dirty. You know, he's wet, the gravel pit's dirty. Who do you think gets dirty? Do you think he's just dusty, or do you think he's muddy? I think he's muddy too. Oh my gosh. I could understand if you said, forget it, I'm wet, I'm dirty, my ankle hurts, I can't do this. He remembers the memory verse. He remembers his commitment that he made to Benny. All right. I'm not sure I could do it, Rover Comer, but you decided to keep your commitment to Benny and mail that package. I'll bet that package was probably beat up like crazy, wasn't it? All right, so after about 30 minutes, he was able to get the package and keep heading to the post office. Tell us what happened. Okay, so then he remembers that, he has to get prepared for Kidz Church as well, I mean, he has a lot on his plate that he has to do. But he has to keep his word. So did you finally make it to the post office? Okay, it's like watching the clock. It goes tick, 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 and it gets up to noontime or it gets up to 12 o'clock, and that's when they were going to close the post office. And about 5 seconds before, he walks in the door, and they shut the door behind him and lock the door, but he got there in time. Well, I am glad that you were able to keep your word to Benny. That's a great example for our kids today and for me too. Although I'm not so sure that I'm going to walk by the gravel pit on the way to the post office. I don't want to get wet and dirty. Oh, it was nothing. Yeah, that's easy for you to say now. Okay. Thank you, Rover Comer, for joining us today. Anybody want to get a high five from Rover Comer before he goes home? But man, it looks like everybody wants a high five. All right, we could do it one of two ways. You could either, go do it. Go do it. He's calling up the ones he wants to give a high five to. All right. That's a low five. That's a low five. All right, who else gets a high five? In the back? All right. He's coming. He's coming. Going to give a high five. A low five. Ha! Man, that was a hard low five, I'd say, don't you think? All right. You got one more paw. Okay, you going to say goodbye today? All right. Thanks, everybody. Thanks, Rover Comer. Watch that step. All right. Good to see Rover Comer today. He always has a fun bit of story to tell us, doesn't he? All right, boys and girls. Do you know what I have in my hot little hand? What is it? What is it? The offering results. Let's take a look. It looks to me like the girls are winning 25-18. So, girls, let's start with you. Okay? You can get 5 points if you can guess these numbers correctly. All right? Girls, how many pennies did you give today? And you need to choose 0 through 9. How many pennies did you give today? How many? She said 4. It was 1. You girls gave 1 penny. 1 penny, a single penny. Hey, boys, you can gain 5 points if you guess this number correctly. How many pennies, sit down, how many pennies did you give? Loud, how many? 0. He said 0. That's not very confident in your team. He's right, they gave 0 pennies. Whoops, wrong side. Let's go on this side and give you guys 5. All right, 23 to 25. Girls, let's go to the dimes. Dimes. How many dimes do you think you gave today? 0 through 9. She's guessing 0. It was 2. It was 2. So they've given 21 cents, and you boys have given nothing. Boys, did you give any dimes? Well, hang on. We're just asking for the numbers right now. How many dimes do you think we gave? 0 through 9. Nope, right here. 3. He said 3. It was 6. 6 times. So the boys have given 60 cents and the girls have given 21 cents. Okay, it's possible, girls, you might be able to catch up. How many dollar bills do you think you gave today? How many dollar bills? How many? Yes, you. Loud, say it loud. She says she thinks they gave $2. Boys, how many dollars do you think you gave? How many? 1. He says 1. Let's see what our offering results really are. He's right. They did give $1, so we'll give 5 points to the boys because he guessed that right. But the girls have given more money than the boys, so we give them 6 for the $6 that they gave. We give 1 for the $1 that the boys gave, and then we give 10 to the girls because they won the offering contest. All right. Now, boys and girls, let's go to the next slide there, Rachel. There is a chance for you, or you, or you. Apparently, there's a chance for you. Let Pastor Brent tell you about it.
All right. There's a slight chance that you can get to answer a few questions for 5 points. This is one of those things that we do at the end of our service. This is what have you learned today? We're going to go over our questions. And question number 1, what was the theme of today? There's 3 words involved with it. Yes? Words are one of the things, but there's 3 words involved with this. Words is your first one. No. Any more girls? Yes? No. Words is the first one. So I actually said it earlier. I said words of gold. Words of gold. All right, we're going to go to the next one. Let's do this. All right, if your parents are here, you may turn around and see if they're there. Please sign out over here, and we have a paper for everyone that is leaving. So we want you to take that home and do that with you. It's got a bunch of games, and it goes over our verse that we did today. Who can tell me where the verse was found? Got to mute you first. Yeah. No, we have to mute you on the board before that. Let's go ahead and say goodbye to our people at home. Hey, Ben, let's go ahead and say goodbye. Bye. We'll see you next week.